Enchantress right now is sitting at level 3, trying to pop a camp right now with Tornado. Navi is actually keeping up in levels. Well, like right now, Kuro did a really good job pulling constantly, and he's actually level 4, so he's keeping in step with this Jakiro. Funnick actually has a lot of trouble bottom.
Yeah, that's gonna be our first blood, in fact. Sentry Ward dropped down, so they kept the vision of him. He wants a kill down here. He'll have to retrack up. Way too sexy here. Probably gonna be the easiest kill as opposed to Morphling, but Dandy's gonna get down here in time. Hearing the mana burn, that's Puppy going over on the other, but way too sexy. There's a silence out by Dandy. There's still gonna be a track kill. And Aoi searching for Funnick. Supports come in from Fog. He's got Ice Path as well as Macropire. And again, the Sentry Ward's going to be dropped. He goes down, runs back up again. The support from Puppy. He doesn't have a stun though, so there's no real support at all, in fact. Jakiro gets the first one. Now the silence. Universe in the middle here, and Kuro brings himself in. That's a huge amount of damage coming up from the orb, especially when a Force comes in with a flat cannon. Aoi strength morphing himself up and sneaking. He's already in here, looking for some extra hits. He's going to be able to, especially with that Ice Path, buying him some time to hit onto Kuro. Then over towards the Force. The run is out. The Familiar's behind him. They can't stop. They can't slow him down. Sneaking with a double kill now. Bringing down 4 heroes of Navi, and Dendi is the only one who's alive here on the bottom lane. He throws an orb, tries to slow down their efforts to bring down the tier 1 tower, but it will be unsuccessful. Enchantress will take the bottom towers, not for her arcane boots. Funnick will come back to the lane as well, but there is nothing he can do here.
Doom is able to lock you down with that ultimate. You're just pretty much done for. You might be able to escape the team fight with your life, and that's a big maybe.
All sneaking. Gotta be careful with this one. Denny's got himself a DD for it, and sneaking. He is going to go down. Now he's going to wave himself in to back the wall, and Denny actually managed to join himself out after that quick phase shift. Went down south. Ice Path will follow. Impetus, it'll be dodged. He keeps going too. The Jewel Breath, not close enough. He's going to orb, no, blink himself up to the high ground. Of course you're going to blink dagger at 12 minutes in. And Pumpy, Vendetta is now up. So extra damage with that track. Fog takes the fall. Denny actually gets the kill, throwing the orb out. The living is not enough, but killing seems to be all.
Yeah, it wouldn't be right if Dendi, escapes with absolutely no health and then comes back to, just pick up the final kill.
Thinking about tier 1 towers, middle lane as well as bottom lane. They're still going to go down. An ancient stack hasn't started up either yet. Elmadonna is going to require for that one. Oh, Aoi, he waved in. Puppy's already here with the Vendetta. Denny as well. Silence, Aoi, even the puck ulti being thrown. Just in case Morphling was thinking about doing something more. But there was nothing. What Navi's up to, Dignitas. But the Invis, they're coming in through behind.
Middle tower is all alone in the world.
Track up the side. Aoi as well as Universe, so they will bring down this tier 1 tower. Well, but is it going to be too late? Puppy, double stun, sneaking as well as Fog caught out. Mana burn as well. Familiar stun, holding that Doombringer in position. Soul Assumption, nowhere near enough damage to get to that 1400 life points. But the bottom tower has gone down. And Chandler's a little bit of missed micro there. Ended up losing one of her Hellbears. And Funnick. There's more Sentry Wards down, but he's keeping those tracks going. And now he will finally be forced to come back.
Navi, they've secured themselves, at least an early experience lead. I'm a little bit surprised the gold lead is actually still in the favor of the Radiant. Very, very slightly centered, about a 500 gold lead. That just comes back to the jungler, pretty much.
Dendi,
I was
trouble,
expecting.
Doom on him. Aoi as well as sneaking right behind him. But he gets himself back inside the jungle. The Doom shouldn't tick him out.
I think it will. Oh, it's going to be close. He's going to suicide to creeps.
He's thinking about it. And 8 HP. Living life on the edge. It's not dead yet. Down to 1600 gold. Dignitas, they're thinking about going in. In goes the Blink right in the middle of a war stop. And Core, Horse actually goes down as a back into a wall with the Macropire. Navi, they're in a horrible position. Fine's going to go down. Roshan actually killed by the Dire. Denny picks up the Aegis, the Immortal. Phase shift, can he get himself out? Throws down the ultimate. And now the call down by a Force, going up with his own PKB, Flat Cat, Rocket Barrage, Aoi, now the revenge of Dendi, double kill for him, looking at way too sexy, the track, the Shuri toss from Funnick gets the kill there, Darkseer dies inside the pit, and Aoi is the only one from Dignitas to survive, and they're the ones who had the best initiation, but 2 buybacks from Navi required to turn that around.
A lot of really small executed plays in there that kept them alive as much as possible.
There's a little bit of trouble for Funnick. If he walks down, he walks down. They can see him quite clearly now. And he starts off, then he jumps in. Silence, way too sexy, 42 HP. He does go down, then he gets that last hit off. But Funnick inside the macro fire. Same with Dendy. Very quick counter initiation from Dignitas. Having that extra intel. The Navi we're gonna jump definitely helps out.
Finishing up those last really key items, even for some of the supports. And once they have that, Dignitas is going to be a little bit of trouble, but again, they still have everything they basically need. I mean, they've got Darkseer with mech, they've got a really good team fight, their carries sit in pretty good position.
They might have an Aegis
team
at the moment. Yep, we're going to go in again. If one Roshan fight wasn't enough, there's the blinking again, same as last time by sneaking, looking for a Vortex, back wall, again, perfect, ice buff, this time a little bit further out, he's looking for Universe, Macropie goes down, not as much burn, Bounty Hunter did have to buy back already, Havorce being hunted down by Aoi, can he get this kill? Yes he can, Havorce on the sidelines, Dendy, doomed up, sneaking right behind him, and Pettis, and now sneaking, also saying, what's up? Straight back to the engagement, and Aoi says, well, now it's time to finish up Roshan. Familiar's coming in, just saying hello to him, making Aoi think twice about it. And that's why you're seeing the blinks around. Funnick, there's nothing they can do to stop this. Aegis Immortal now goes the way of Team Dignitas. Navi in a horror position. And Dignitas, well, they're 23 for 22. That's the first time, well, once this updates the gold graph, they should be able to gain that experience back. And now Puppy, Spy Carapace has to go, but E-Blade gonna slow him down, tracks up on way to 6. Puppy with high movement speed, but you can't move when you're dead. And Funnick wants to come back in here, but he knows it's suicide if he does. There's just too much power, there's too much strength in the lineup of Dignitas. And they can push that tier 3 tower right now, if they stuck together. But they're not, they're falling back and taking a tier 2 tower, while Aoi says, you know what guys, like, there's a tier 3 here. He just jumps the replicate so he can fight again.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, I think it's really important for them not to get too greedy here. They're going to be able to control the map with all these towers being taken. They just secured themselves a huge gold lead. Honestly, when they're expected to be behind in golden experience right now, having just a little bit of gold lead is huge. They're sitting about, what, a 2,500 gold lead and about a 3,000 experience.
That's pretty big, man. That's pretty big. And now the jump. Dendy already doomed up. Puppy trying to stump, but Sneaky just pops the BKB. He wants to stay with this. Dendy needs some space. He needs to be able to phase shift and then blink himself away to safety, but it's already too late. That came in from Universe just in case. Now the Ice Path over on the side. They're already looking at Koro. Koro with a dual breath slowing him down and down to 60 HP, and then sneaking. All he's going to do is just jump himself in and then start up on a Vorst. Already lit up that clap. Now the call down from a Vorst. He wants to fight this one up. Flat cannon up. Volk going to be the first target for him. He's taking so much damage into the wall. Then he has to buy himself back into this one. But Aoi silence up the orbital fly. Mana burn as well, going away to 60. Denny going to lend a Hex out in that one. 3 heroes down for Dignitas. These teams, they just keep fighting each other while trying to poke and prod into their bases. 27 to 25 already in this game, and we're only 34 minutes in.
On Havost, but even then the damage output from Morphling, he's gone from shotgun Morphling, which you typically see, and now it's going to be pure damage Morphling, the auto attacking damage.
He walks right into him, and now Doombringer, a golden Doom running down the mid. He's looking for a Vorst, and Havorce, there is nothing Havorce can do about this. He wants to phase, he wants to run, if he's going to get done by an Impetus from the Enchantress. And sneaking is on the warpath. He's looking for a stomp. He blinks up. He's right next to Koro. Piglets can't stomp. Forced back out now. Funnick looking for an opening. Gyro just fought back. And these tracks are still up. Which means Navi still has vision of where Dignitas is moving. I seem to have broken the barrier as well. By the way.
Good.
I'm wondering if people in chat are actually working out what the crap we're talking about. Way too sexy going to go down. Funnick sitting right next to me. He might need a little bit of help to do this though. Yeah, he does. You can't touch him. That's why it's called the untouchable. And they take out Roshan. Cheese onto Sneaking, who has the AC up and running. There's a Skadi up, a Morphling. I love it with the Lincolns, with the E-Blade. Scythe the Vice almost finished up on Universe, and now they found Poppy. Poppy jumps in, he gets a stun up on Fog, and Fog, he will go down before he gets the ice path off. Spy cameras doesn't make this easy, but Howie just disintegrates Poppy, and now he moves over to Funning. These familiar stuns, they're buying so much space. Kuro buying his team some air. Horvath has to go west, but sneaking is there. He tries to run up, and now it's just into a rocket barrage. Flat cannon, anything he can do, but Doom with the level debt takes him out. And maybe now, Dignitas can try and break the base. They're searching for Dendy. Dendy, quick silence. Jumps out with the orb, down the hill. Fortification still available for Navi. And Dignitas, well, they're going to force that fortification to come.
Structures are fortified.
While the tower is still up at the end of its life points. Making it difficult to last. But look at Howie's attack speed. Jump and damage on a Funnick. 13 HP. And Doom, he just jumps in for the stomp damage. Gets him to kill. First familiar stun, second familiar stun, and now they want to go back in again. But these familiars is going to melt. BKB already pops off here for the Doombringer. And, well, orbs, Tendy. He doesn't want to jaunt to any of these. They're taking too much damage. Owie, look for the mana burn. Puppy wants to keep on chasing, keep the arcane boots going. But the Surges, the blinks away. There's a Wolf concurrently taking the melee racks as well. Someone should probably do something about that. Owie, he's just baiting them up. He's already got himself an Enchantress replica he'll jump to. Yet the pings coming up saying, guys, Wilkin.
Go, Birdie, go! Go, Birdie! I believe in you. Oh, 300 health left on the rack. Still, though, that was a bit surprising. I thought Navi, they were going to give up a racks, if not two there. I mean, Havos is just now coming back. They were managed to be able to defend without him, which is really, really surprising. But this really doesn't change the outcome of anything. They didn't pick up any kills. They didn't make any game-changing altercations to this game. Pretty much Dignitas, they were just able to pick up more farm now, and tier 3's down. They're just going to group up, heal up again, and just go right back down to middle.
He is so fat, and Doom, he's in the middle of also Poppy's own BKB. I'm one. Seems Howie's got a little bit of power behind it. How does he have this much? He's got 27K. 9115 up on him, and the CS of 360. He is so fat, and Doom, he's in the middle of also Poppy's own BKB off. It was the only thing he could do, and sneaking, that's a long duration BKB, isn't it? Goes back on the cooldown. And the familiars, they've got to do the stoppy McStomp things again. Poppy's in the neighborhood, Vendetta is there, but he can't stop Owie. He has to trigger with the mana burn before he can then stun him up. Then the follow-up takes Soul Assumption, Doom in the middle, but Doom will go off. The back, the Ice Path, Dendy Koro, they're both burning in the flames of the Jakiro. Now the follow-up stun, Owie, are they finally going to kill him off? It doesn't matter, he's got Negacy Immortal. This is GG, Navi's got nothing left. The Agency Immortal will already trigger. Then he got to pop that one, but he's caught in the Ice Path, and there it is. 45 minutes, the GG call comes, and Dignitas, they take game number 1 here of the best of 3, and Navi find themselves 1 game away from elimination here in the quarterfinals of Dreamhack.
Quite the upset, man. I mean, how do you dress the Dendy Pug? You get a direct hero counter to him, Doom being picked up. You know, obviously he was going to have a hard time in the laning phase, but once we start transitioning outside of that, he did a really good job. Snake King did a really good job of shutting Dendy down as much as possible, even if it meant sometimes not getting the kills, just forcing Dendy back, delaying him as much as possible from being able to make those big plays. And all around, just a really well executed strategy by Dignitas. They fought a lot of 4v5s. Morphling was just able to farm up. Owie did obviously a fantastic job keeping up his gold per minute, and eventually they just were able to make it to a point where Navi could no longer force those fights. So really well done by Dignitas. Well executed strategy in game 1.
Yeah, that it was, man. Let's see if they can do it in game number 2. Of course, this is a best of 3, so it's not over until the Fat Lady sings. Stay tuned. We'll be back here with game number 2 after what we hope is a short break. See you soon.